Australian women deserve to feel good about themselves and to feel sexy. But sometimes our bad habits get in the way, like junk food and putting ourselves second. And so our waistlines, our energy levels, as well as our relationships all suffer. But I'm here with a team of experts to help us get back on track. Welcome to Eat Yourself Sexy. Coming up, a young bride-to-be with a wedding dress she can't fit into. She's a former dancer who fights her love of fatty foods and bizarre snacks. She's gained 20 kilos in 2 years.
Shameful.
She has no idea in the kitchen.
I haven't cooked. I've never really cooked anything in my life.
And there's pressure from mum.
Got to fit into that dress.
But will she get it together and eat herself sexy? 27-year-old Lisa Brotherson has always eaten whatever she wants and lots of it.
What is easy, what is there, what takes 2 seconds to unwrap, unfold. I would sit down and have a meat pie, and then I'd probably wait 10 minutes, I'd have a custard tart.
And for a quick snack, chocolate sauce straight from the bottle. Lisa could keep eating all this rubbishy food because of her life in the spotlight as a dancer. She was a cheerleader, a model and a performer in the famous Moulin Rouge Cabaret in Paris, where she can-canned every day in high-cut leotards, sequins and feathers.
I love doing it, and I love performing, and I love dancing.
But when she left the stage for a desk job with a free buffet for lunch, Lisa's appetite for starchy, fatty foods began to show.
It has everything you could ever wish for.
And the weight piled on pretty quickly. 20 kilos in 2 years.
I've always had the bad diet. The bad diet's nothing new. It's just I was exercising.
And as Lisa's size has gone up, her self-esteem has gone way down.
I don't look in the mirror. It upsets me. Like that whole confidence has gone. Phew, I live in track pants. Like all I ever wear is track pants and jumpers.
Soon she's getting married to her partner Steve in Las Vegas, and the dream dress she bought with her dad Peter when she got engaged no longer fits.
She phoned me and said, "Dad, you should see this dress, it's to die for." She looked just sensational, so we had to have it. And she's always been skinny, so it's never been an issue.
Lisa was too busy to learn domestic chores. She just became a junk food eater. She just lived on McDonald's and KFC and Milo.
And her mum Lorraine is worried.
And each time you come home, you think, a little bit bigger. She's getting bigger. And that's when your dad said, "Oh, you've got to fit into that wedding dress." So I bought that dress for her. She better fit into it.
From a dance career to daily buffet lunches, Lisa is in desperate diet straits. With her wedding day looming, she's wanting to fit into that dream dress. To help her learn how to eat well and get her mojo back, I'm going to introduce Lisa to my special team of experts. The first is nutritionist and naturopath Emma Sutherland, who shares my philosophy that fresh food is the best medicine. And personal trainer Blake Worrell-Thompson, who will get Lisa back on her feet and moving again. For the next 8 weeks, we'll work together to help Lisa wear her dream dress down that aisle as she eats herself sexy. How do you feel about your body then?
Nowhere near as confident as I used to. I used to be really confident, and it's just gotten worse and worse over the past year. I've gotten bigger and bigger.
But you've got a wedding dress that you're wanting to fit into.
I do. I bought the wedding dress about 2 years ago. Sarah.
Oh.
Isn't it beautiful? I love it. But
Yeah.
look.
Yeah, you've got a little bit to go there, don't you?
I do.
So 2 years ago, it fitted perfectly.
It was like a glove. Oh, it is just the most beautiful dress in the world when it's got the hoop, and it was just perfect, and it was the only thing that I'd ever wanted so bad in my whole life, and I just have to fit in it. I really have to. Seriously, help me.
When I first met Lisa, she's a very, very confident person. Very, very confident. Almost so much so that I was a bit scared to approach her.
Steve was travelling when he fell in love with the glamorous Lisa 3 years ago and couldn't believe his luck.
I was hot.
It was very hot, and
I used to be very sexy. I have so many cheerleading uniforms and sexy little bits of underwear and everything, and it used to be this thing. Steve used to love it because I used to come home in my little outfits.
I was just chuffed that she talked to me. So.
But since coming home, he's watched on as the love of his life has lost her get up and go.
I miss the energy. You know, Lisa used to have a lot more.
I was very energetic.
She's always bouncing off the walls, and I think that was good for us because I've still always been very quiet. But
It was more entertaining, I
But
think,
now having
for
Lisa
you.
really quiet as well, it sort of takes a little bit of a spark out of our lives. We just get really lazy and turn into couch potatoes.
Her low energy has her crawling into bed by 8:30 each night, and it's affecting their relationship.
I get a bit lonely. I sit here on the couch with Malcolm and we just sort of sit around, watch TV and maybe drink a couple of beers.
And what about, I guess, with his sex life? Would you rather it have, I guess, a little bit more energy as well?
Absolutely. You kind of think that it's just going that way because we've been together for a while and we're really comfortable with ourselves, but then you do feel a little bit detached when we're not spending so much intimate time together.
How do you feel about your body?
I feel sad that I don't look as beautiful as I once did.
So this is stuff you used to wear?
This is like a nice little, I can smell the tan, little skirts, and see under these we just wear some little panties. So not a chance that I could probably ever pull this off. And this was a nice one piece, you see, that
it's tiny.
Yeah, it's just, that doesn't even sort of go to over half of me now.
So Lisa, why don't you tell me what your problem is with food?
My problem is it is easy. It is easy to just open a packet of chips or open like a piece of cheese or something and eat it. It doesn't take time to cook, doesn't take time to prepare.
So what are you eating for lunch?
I work in a little office which is just down the hall from our staff canteen where there is a buffet. 11 o'clock it comes out and I can smell it. There's always gravy and chips and amazing food.
So you're eating stodgy comfort food at about 11 o'clock?
Yes.
Lisa should have a head start when it comes to good food because Steve is a professional chef.
I think definitely our palates are miles apart. I'll eat and try absolutely anything, and I like to create a little in the kitchen. I cook broccoli and carrots and cauliflower, and Lisa was amazed. She's like, "What is that?"
I can see that Lisa really has very little idea on how to make good food choices. It's time to get Emma into the kitchen to do some forensic investigating.
Where's the rest of the food?
I'm not sure. This is all we ever really have in the cupboard at any time.
Okay. I'm seeing a lot of processed foods. We've got this.
I love it. I eat it. I drink it. I pour it in ice cream cones and eat it. It's just great. It's my comfort food.
You tend to have some unusual food cravings or habits, like drinking this.
Yeah.
It's a clear indication that your body is screaming out for nutrients.
I just figured that sugar equals energy.
Sugar equals energy, that's right. But it also depletes your body of precious vitamins and minerals. That's the first one that's going to go.
Okay.
This is really dead food, and the only thing that's going to keep it from going off is to put a lot of preservatives in it. I'm quite scared about the amount of preservatives that are in these foods, and hence the amount of preservatives in your body. Okay, once again, where's the fruit? Where's the vegetables?
I eat a lot of cheese.
We eat a lot of cheese, but it's processed cheese.
Yeah.
It's cheese sticks that have been processed and packaged. They're very far removed from natural cheese. And once again, they have so many preservatives in them.
I know we don't often have food in the cupboard, but we have those little snack things, and it didn't occur to me when she was saying how empty it was. It is actually really empty.
As a dancer, Lisa got away with empty calories and fast food. Now she needs a fresh start, but saying goodbye isn't easy.
What am I going to eat?
You're about to find out. But first, in the bin.
I could swim in these. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh.
The chocolate sauce. You can let it go. You can let it go because you're not eating it anymore.
Okay. I'll find something I love more, right?
You will.
Okay. Bye.
I have never met anyone that has less of an idea about healthy foods than Lisa. She's going to be my toughest case.
So next on the agenda is the Eat Yourself Sexy Clinic, where we'll find out the results of medical tests that Lisa has had done. But first, she needs to see the unhealthy burden she's putting on her relationship. Lisa, open your eyes.
Oh my God! I want to cry. I want to eat it all. Oh my God. It's all my favourite food. Oh my gosh. I could just dive in it and just...
The bed is covered with 5 days' worth of Lisa's meals and snacks. I'm not sure whether it's the heavy meals at 11 o'clock or the twisties for breakfast that gets me the most.
Yeah, oh, the crackling. Sometimes I just have the crackling for breakfast.
In 5 days, you only ate one meal that had some fresh vegetables in it. So the rest of it is basically starchy carbohydrates and sugars held together with a whole heap of toxic preservatives, MSG and salt.
That is so embarrassing that has been my diet. I have to walk away. Oh, please don't show my parents. Okay, you're right, it's total addiction. Need to just let go of it.
Lisa has very mixed feelings about the food, but she's starting to understand there's a serious side and she's about to find out what it is.
Hi Lisa, how are you?
Oh, I've been better. Very nervous.
Emma needs to see where Lisa is carrying her weight, so Lisa has to uncover what she's been hiding in those baggy track pants.
You need to get rid of the rope. Okay, so off with the rope.
Okay.
Good girl.
If I can't see, it's not really happening.
At 175 centimetres tall and weighing 84 kilograms, Lisa is 8 kilos above her ideal healthy weight range. It's a long way from the size 6 dancer Lisa was just 2 years ago.
You're a classic pear shape. The extra weight that you're carrying really shows because you've got such a little frame.
Lisa's body fat is nearly double what it should be.
So 38% of your body is made up of fat.
Shameful. I have stretch marks. I never had stretch marks ever.
Yeah, and that's due to the rapid expansion of the fat cells as the body lays down fat.
Got to fix that.
Stretch marks can also be prevented by having the right amount of nutrients in your diet. So vitamin C, as well as the mineral zinc, are so important in prevention of stretch marks.
Loads of processed foods have left Lisa's body crying out for some vitamin D and B12.
Now, when you're deficient in vitamin D, it makes it very difficult to lose weight from this central area exactly where you're carrying your weight. Now, you need vitamin B12 to absorb the nutrients from all of your food. So my concern is not only is your diet completely lacking any nutrients, your body can't absorb them well either.
And that's all contributed to me expanding.
You expanding and you feeling the way you feel with this lack of energy, going to bed at 8:30 at night. This is not normal.
Yeah.
And then there's the vital issue of how Lisa's body cells are coping with all this overeating.
You're 27 years old, right?
Yes.
Okay. The age of your body is actually that of a 31-year-old.
Are you serious?
Yes. So your body is aging at a much faster rate.
Okay.
We need to get
my
this
goal.
down.
So fitting into a wedding dress is not Lisa's only goal. Also at stake is her health. So her goals are to increase her intake of vitamin D and B12, reduce her body fat and lower her body age.
It's going to be difficult for Lisa to change an entire lifetime of bad eating habits. There's going to be a lot of new food in her menu plan, and I just hope that she can stomach it.
Lisa was a professional dancer whose love of fast and fatty food stopped her in her tracks.
I would sit down and have a meat pie, and then I'd probably wait 10 minutes, I'd have a custard tart.
She's gained 20 kilos in just 2 years.
Shameful.
And doesn't fit into her dream wedding dress. But when her terrible diet was laid out in front of her,
Oh my God.
Lisa still couldn't let it go.
I could just dive in it and just,
Now we're in the kitchen with a feast of fresh produce, but Lisa is underwhelmed.
I don't think I know what a lot of it is, but it does look very pretty, but I must be honest and say it doesn't look that tasty.
So first of all, we have tuna here, a fish.
I always thought tuna came in a can.
These mushrooms, these are incredibly high in vitamin B12. That's really important for your energy levels.
Never had them, but just I've heard that they're like a fungus or something, and I just don't. Yeah. Ugh.
Lisa, you're going to be making this juice, and there's a reason that I want you to have this exact juice. It's called the turbocharger. It's going to give you your energy back.
Lisa's juice is designed to amp up nutrients and hydration. Cucumber hydrates as it's mostly made up of water, and pineapple helps digestive enzymes so the body can absorb all the goodness.
And some lemon.
With the skin on.
With the skin on.
That tastes way better than what it looks like. Kind of tingles.
And that ginger increases your circulation and gets the nutrients to every little part of your body.
I just know ginger as in gingerbread man and gingerbread houses, but do I have to drink the whole thing?
From now on, you will be eating a healthy breakfast every day.
Her chocolate-coated sugary cereal has been binned forever.
And what I've got planned for you is some raw muesli with some blueberries, some natural yogurt and some oat milk.
Yeah.
It's going to stave off that 11:30 crash.
Okay. I don't love it like I love my sugar or my sweet chocolate cereal.
That's right, and we have to retrain your taste buds to a whole new range of foods. And that will take some adjustment. But from now on, the sugar is gone.
Baby steps.
What we're going to do is cook some tuna. You said before that you've only ever seen tuna in a tin before, so we're actually going to cook the fresh fish. You're going to have to get used to this cooking for yourself.
Lisa must eat vegetables. This salad will make up nearly half her daily needs.
Last things last,
Oh, what's that?
these are cannellini beans, amazing fibre for you and great protein. Have you ever eaten these before?
No, never.
Okay, so we're really going to push your boundaries.
Searing the tuna and not overcooking it will retain far more nutrients.
Oh, that's really yummy.
Good.
Oh, cold. Not such a fan of the beans.
Finally, to help Lisa get over her love affair with chocolate, we have a healthy treat.
It doesn't look like chocolate.
What this is raw cacao beans crushed. So this is unprocessed chocolate without any of the sugar, the milk, all the other things that actually make chocolate bad.
It's not as good as other chocolate, but I'll take what I can get.
All you need to do is weigh out 30 grams, put it in a little bag, and there you go.
And that's my snack.
You won't be able to reach for a chocolate bar.
Not loving it, but gonna do it.
Good. So far, the kitchen has been a completely foreign place for Lisa. She always hands it over to Steve. She's going to have to get in there herself, get her hands in her food, and get organised.
So Lisa's diet don'ts include just about everything she's been eating. Instant noodles, chips, meat pies, chocolate sauce and buffet lunches at work. Her new eating plan includes oats and yogurt for breakfast, protein including fish and chicken, plenty of vegetables, beans for fibre, cacao and nuts, adding up to an average of 1,400 calories a day.
Oh dear, what have I got myself into?
Feeling good about ourselves is not just about what we eat. Fitness is another crucial part of the picture, and Lisa was once fit enough to dance for hours every day. But since quitting, she's barely got the energy to get off the couch.
I wouldn't be able to even get through one of these routines. They were tiring, exhausting. It was hard work opposed to what a lot of people think, and I couldn't do it now. I couldn't get through it, the classes or the routines.
Eat Yourself Sexy's trainer, Blake, plans to get Lisa burning calories like she once burned up the dance floor.
I've put together a couple of tests which replicate your dancing with plenty of leg strength and plenty of cardio. Let me explain the first test, which is the skipping rope. What I want you to do is 300 skips as quickly as you can do. Obviously, it requires a bit of coordination and everything else. I'm going to time it. 3, 2, 1. Away you go. And then we practice it over the 8 weeks and then retest it at the end. That's it. There we go. Now you're into, that's it, 10,
Oh my God,
11,
everything is like
12,
jumping
13,
around.
14, 15, 16.
Blake's plan isn't child's play. It's high intensity, and he'll be pushing Lisa to go the distance.
I cannot do 300
You
of these.
can, of course you can.
Oh my God.
64 down, 300 to do, it's good.
Skipping rope is great for getting up a sweat and working the upper and lower body. Just 10 minutes can burn 180 calories.
First down. I just want you to think about the next 100. You want to try and get at least 20 in a row. Nice and relaxed. 59 to go.
Oh, wow.
Home stretch. Can you see it?
No, I can just see two of you.
98, 299, 300.
Oh,
Yes.
this is where I was going to sit. This is great. That was so hard. Oh, my God.
How long does a dance routine go for?
The can went for 12 minutes.
The can.
In Paris, yeah.
How's the can compared to 300 skips?
I'm a lot unfitter than I used to be. That was hard, though.
I reckon 8 minutes and 34 seconds, 6 minutes will be your target. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Rollerblading is a fun way to exercise. It's low impact, and for Lisa, it targets her problem areas.
Oh, beautiful turning.
Little saddlebags, are feeling it? Is it going to make my legs like really bulky?
It won't make your legs really bulky. It'll make them nice, strong, and lean. 11, this is halfway, that's 25 now. 25 down, 3 minutes and 20 seconds.
And my legs are
Starting to feel it.
tired now.
It's not a bad thing, is it? You want to be working those muscles. Legs are the biggest muscles. We want to work them very often.
It is kind of fun, though.
Last one.
Yeah.
Finish here.
Go fast!
Yes. 7 minutes and 25 seconds. I reckon we should aim for about 5 minutes. I've given Lisa quite a heavy training program, 1 because of her age and 2 because she's got a fitness background.
I was terrible today. It's just I got really lazy. It's going to take a lot of time to get back up there.
So Blake's program will ramp up Lisa's cardio and work the bigger muscles to burn maximum calories. She'll be skipping 300 jumps 3 times a week, rollerblading for 30 minutes 2 times a week, and riding her bike to and from work 15 k's a day.
Day 1 down. Well done.
So armed with her 8-week Eat Yourself Sexy plan, we will help Lisa boost her energy and lose weight.
I've never really cooked anything in my life. I get takeout all the time. Never had to cook. I cooked 2-minute noodles and toast, and that's my specialty. You know, some people can't work computers, I can't work kitchens. It just doesn't come naturally.
The first week is always the most challenging in this program. If she can get through the first week, she's going to be absolutely fine.
But day 1 and the signs are not good.
For lunch I was supposed to have kidney beans, and just that just sounds gross, like just gross. I was sort of home alone and I knew that there was a little frozen lasagna locked in the back of the freezer and I really wanted to eat it. And I thought to myself, if I just cook it and smell it, then I'll be okay. But I rang Steve and I said, oh, I really want to eat lasagna. And he's like, don't worry, I'll be home soon. We'll cook something, it'll be fine. And I cooked the lasagna. It lasted about a minute sitting on the bench before I ate it. It was the first day, so I just felt disappointed in myself.
So Steve, the chef, who always cooks for Lisa, comes to the rescue. I'm hoping Lisa is paying attention.
Now what?
So we need to bake this one, so we need to put this one on a little tray and we need to preheat the oven. Okay, so we'll turn the oven right up, 200 degrees. Yep, just on the bake. So you see how the bubbles died down? As soon as you see the big bubbles coming back to the surface again, that's it. That's ready to go.
What's it called then?
Blanching. Blanching.
I'm going to starve though. You know that.
No, you'll be fine. You'll be really fine.
Wedding dress.
The struggle for Lisa is that she is going to be challenged all the time. The food at work, she's going to have it right in front of her face, but she simply cannot go there. She's going to have to be organised and have her food ready.
My plan is to avoid it as much as I can, pre-pack my food, and I'm hoping by the time I'm used to it that I fall in love with it and it's all I want to eat, and then I'll be able to walk past the buffet.
Under strict instructions to avoid the all-you-can-eat spread, Lisa sits down to her healthy option.
What you got? Well, today I have flatbread, no butter, with turkey and salad. The turkey wrap is dry. I miss the butter.
In spite of the best intentions, Lisa can't resist and checks out the buffet.
With the chicken schnitzel and everything, I had to go and look at it. I'm just looking at it thinking, maybe if I just had a chip. And I was like, no, maybe I'll come back later when no one's here. And oh no, I have the thoughts that go through my head because everyone knows what I'm doing now. You know, when you bite into a chicken schnitzel and you have the little, like, you know, the oil or the buttery stuff that's in the middle between the crispy part and the soft part, like, that's where all the flavour is. Turkey sandwich ain't got it.
Back at home, anything on the Eat Yourself Sexy plan that's more involved than 2-minute noodles is a bit of a problem.
Like this morning, I sort of allocate time for breakfast and then it's like, oh God, I've got to make eggs. So then to get the eggs out and whip them and make it all and then wash it all up and everything, it's like so much work. Whereas the muesli's really good because you just pour it in, get the blueberries and the little seeds and off I go.
And while Steve keeps taking over in the kitchen, Lisa doesn't look like she's making much effort to learn how to cook.
Hello, Mal. You want some mushrooms?
He doesn't like them. Mushroom. Even if it's touching something else, like if it's mixed in with like an omelette, it ruins everything around it. It just looks gross and it smells gross and it tastes gross, and if it made a noise, it would sound gross. It's just like a fungus.
Yum yum, mushies.
I know they were going to go in the omelette.
Lisa needs the mushrooms to boost her vitamin B levels, and Steve is doing his best to help. But Lisa pushes her luck.
I just don't know.
You can start making it for yourself.
You make it.
Oh, I won't. I won't.
You're angry at me. I can still taste it.
Years of bad eating suddenly caught up with former dancer Lisa Brotherson.
Bok choy? I don't even know what that is.
We've put her on the Eat Yourself Sexy plan.
Chicken. Chicken.
But she's clueless in the kitchen. And her fiancé Steve, who's a chef, has left her to work it out.
No. It's not even cooked in the middle. Far out. Hi, it's me.
Her mum Lorraine says Lisa didn't have time for helping around the house or eating well.
Hi.
Lisa was too busy to learn domestic chores. I don't know if she even knows how to sew a button on. She just never had time to learn and didn't want to learn, and I didn't push the issue.
And though she wants her daughter to get into her wedding dress, she also thinks it's time for Lisa to take responsibility. Time for a bit of tough love.
We're going to bake some salmon.
We're going to bake salmon?
You're not going to help me?
I think you can do it yourself. I think you need to stand on your own now, and you're getting married, and I think you need to be able to learn to do it.
If I don't nail the cooking, that's the thing I'm worried about, is it's so much easier to regress.
Lisa is lost in the kitchen. Her meals are taking forever to prepare because she's cooking one thing at a time.
I'm eating it all, but I'm eating the sausages, and then I'll go and cook the mash, and then I'll eat the mash, and then I'll cook the broccoli.
She needs a crash course in the basics. She needs to know how to cook what's on the menu plan and get the timing right.
You've got sausages that'll take 15 minutes, sweet potato mash that'll take 10 minutes, and then your vegetables that you can cook it all at once instead of having one by one by one.
Probably the most challenging would be poaching a chicken.
The reason that I want you to have poached chicken rather than fried is because poaching food actually retains a lot of the nutrients.
The chicken simmers in stock for 10 minutes, then the steamer goes on top with the bok choy for the final 2 minutes.
You can do this one pot wonder with so many different ingredients, so think outside the box. And you can also put a little bit of the chicken stock over the top just to keep it nice and moist. So we've got 3 or 4 things to wash up, a completely nutritious, healthy dinner, all in the space of, say, 20 minutes tops.
Lisa has been following a pretty full-on training schedule and her days are now very busy.
It is like basically a military operation, like in the way that it's like, you know, you're in the army, you wake up, you get changed, you pack your stuff, you go, you exercise, you shower, you go to work, you leave, you exercise, you go home, you cook your food, you pack the stuff for tomorrow, you go to bed, and then you do it all again, and there's no time for like anything else. Oh, what are you bitching?
For all the effort, Lisa feels her body has plateaued.
I think my body's comfortable here, but I'm not seeing the results. And that's what stresses me as much because I'm still sacrificing the time.
Blake likes a challenge and is determined to get results for Lisa.
So you've got to get that heart rate up higher and you've got to work a little bit harder.
First up is the skipping.
All right, let's go. 300 in a row would be perfect. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 14, 15, 33, 34, 35, 62, 63, 64, 94, 96, 96. Good, keep going.
I wanted to get to 100.
Keep going.
Lisa's technique and endurance has really improved. Blake pushes her to go faster.
200, 201, 202, 202, 3, 2, 1, go.
My spokes are getting
3,
shorter.
2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 6, 2, 9, 7, 2, 9, 8, 200, 300. Well done. That intensity is the intensity you need to work at. The fact that you can't talk to me properly and you'd rather I just be quiet and not talk to you at all, but that's the sign that you're working at the intensity we want.
Yeah.
All right? Good.
Next is the rollerblading. Blake turns the session into a mini roller derby.
30-minute challenge, the streets of Cessnock, in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Keep working with the arms. Beautiful. That's it, keep pushing, push. Stay in front, stay in front. That's it, that's good.
He adds a degree of difficulty with an uphill leg.
Good, all the way up, all the way up. Charge, charge, charge.
Oh, like my stomach hurts, like it feels all cramped in my chest and I'm sweaty and I'm disgusting, my legs are shaking and I want to have a good lie down and a big glass of water.
So Blake has shown Lisa that to get her pulse rate pumping, she needs to go faster and harder to jumpstart her metabolism. Changing her eating patterns so radically isn't coming easily for Lisa. The buffet at work still beckons and it's testing her willpower.
There are all of those moments every day where I walk in and there's the whole table of donuts and I can't eat it. Or the other day I walked in and there was this big cheese platter in the fridge and it was like 4 o'clock and I was just snacky and I just looked at it. I'm like, God, I want some of that camembert. And I walked away and I just thought, I'm going to go back in 10 minutes and if it's still there, I'm going to eat it because I just am. And I walked back and it was gone and I thought, that is God telling me that you don't need to eat the cheese. Oh, there's so many things I miss. I miss butter. I miss butter so much. Oh my God, I miss butter on things and bread.
Lisa is also still missing one of her favourite pastimes with Steve.
We have this thing where we sit down and we watch movies and we make cheese platters and bowls of chips and bowls of popcorn and we have like a gourmet thing all set out, well, gourmet for us. And we just eat all day and just watch TV.
Junk food is off the menu, but Steve and Lisa are still lying about on the weekends. They need to get the bite back in their relationship.
OMG.
And I have a plan which will get their hearts racing.
When I first met you a couple of weeks ago, the big thing I was concerned about were your energy levels. Yeah, they were really suffering and I know that you were really worried about them. So the reason why I've brought you here today on a bit of a date is to inject some excitement back into things. Today, the two of you are going to be diving with sharks.
Oh, wow.
Like in... I thought this is like a date day, like we just look at the fishes.
No, you're actually going in there with these guys and let's just hope they've eaten breakfast.
Have you seen how big they are? There's one that's bigger than me. This is a long way from the couch. Are you scared?
Are you scared?
So Steve and Lisa dive in and get up close and personal with some pretty frightening looking creatures.
My heart was racing mostly the deeper that we went, and definitely when the shark is coming straight towards you and you just think, I can't move, I can't go anywhere, and you think it's going to crash into your face, and then it just goes past. They literally right here, and as they come past, their little eyeball follows you.
The sharks are cool, but the rays just freak me out. I don't know.
And yeah, the rays was touching up, rubbing up against me, the mother stingray. I could stretch my arms out and they're bigger than that.
Well, we'll always be a team. We pretty much do everything else together. So even our downs and our couch time, we always do everything together. So it was really special that we were doing that, and it was very exciting, and we were going through the same emotions together. I think I was just well proud of Lise. I was really proud of her that she actually, I know she's the adventurous one. She's just so brave.
It's one of those things that I think it's hard when you do it, but afterwards the glory is so good to say, I swam with the shark.
Spurred on by their underwater adventure, Lisa has her eyes on the prize, and even her mum is impressed with her efforts.
So how do you think my cooking's going?
Well, I think you're doing well. Your whole diet has changed, and it's really good to see you eating actually healthy food.
The new Lisa cooks. I know things, how to steam vegetables, how to cut things up. I've learnt different types of foods that are good for me. I've fallen in love with some of the foods I've eaten. I stay awake a lot longer. I have more energy.
And to keep on track, she's making some sacrifices.
I haven't watched DVDs in a long time. The main reason is because I don't think I could watch a movie without that snack food. So I've been doing other things, filling my time with sport and recreation.
Her new zest for life is rubbing off on Steve. He's pulled himself off the couch.
95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100.
So all this physical activity should be making a difference. We're getting close to the finish line, and Blake is back to see how far Lisa has come from the days of lying on the couch and low energy.
98, to 9, to 10, 11, 12.
Lisa is whipping through the skipping with all the skill of a pro.
To 97, to 98, to 9, 300. It'll take 3 minutes and 4 seconds. You absolutely nailed it.
That's 5.5 minutes faster than the first time.
The last thing I want to do right now is rollerblade.
Lisa found rollerblading tougher to master. The first time she completed the 1 kilometre course in 7 minutes and 25 seconds. Her goal is to make it in 5 minutes.
Much better control at this end. That is perfect. Good 10 laps.
With a stick.
Good, you're into a nice rhythm now. That's perfect, Lise. That's it, tight, tight.
Whoa, damn it.
Last two, Lise, last two. Straight through past me. Go, go, go. 4:56.
That's bloody close. I'm stoked I beat it. I thought there was not a chance.
Smashed it. And you're on target the whole time. I'm so proud of what Lisa's been able to achieve. We really did set the bar so high, and she nailed the skipping and absolutely nailed the rollerblading, which I know she was nervous about.
I have to keep it going. Until I walk down that aisle and look $1 million, I won't stop.
Former dancer Lisa Brotherson had gained 20 kilos in 2 years. She was eating too much of the wrong food and was starved of nutrients. Soon to be married, Lisa couldn't fit into her wedding gown. Today she finds out if she's done enough to walk down the aisle in her dream dress and eaten herself sexy.
I'm a little bit nervous, but the first clinic, I felt disgusting about myself. I felt terrible about my shape, my life, and, my diet, and my heart was going very fast. And today I'm like, check me out.
How are you?
Very excited.
Yeah.
Very excited.
You look a little bit nervous.
Just tell me some good answers.
Now let's measure you. Do you remember what your waist measurement was?
I think I blanked all of that out because I just didn't want to know it all.
It was actually 85 before. Now we're looking at 76.
Oh, really?
Really? 85.
That's a big difference.
It is a big, big difference. You've lost 9 centimetres.
In 8 weeks, Lisa has lost 20 centimetres from her waist and hips, which is a great result. When she started out, Lisa's body mass index put her in the overweight category.
Do you want to know some more good news?
Yes.
Your body mass index, or your BMI, actually has you now in the healthy category.
Oh, good.
You're no longer overweight.
Yay. That is really good.
Lisa, your body fat percentage used to be 38%, so 38% of your body was pure fat. That has now come down to 34%, so you've lost 4%.
Is that a lot?
Okay, let's put this in perspective for you.
Okay.
You've lost 5.7 kilograms of pure fat.
That's really good.
It is. So you are now heading down into a much healthier range. So keep working on that.
For the first time in her life, Lisa has been eating fish and yogurt to boost her vitamin D stores.
Another parameter that's changed for you is your vitamin D levels. They were really low before. Now they're in that healthy range. Now, when you're low in vitamin D, it makes it harder to lose weight, particularly around that central area. Now, I can see from your measurements and looking at you that that central area for you is looking fantastic.
And her vitamin B12 levels have also improved, so she's absorbing more nutrients which have boosted her energy.
Lisa, you're currently 27 years old. And 8 weeks ago, your body age was that of a 31-year-old. Now, it's 29.
That's 2 years, but it's a start.
So her body age is on the way down. But what will the scales say?
So you were 84 at the beginning of this.
Yes.
You're now 76 kilos.
Oh, that's fantastic.
How amazing is that? So that's 1 kilo a week that you have lost.
It's 8 kilograms.
Yeah.
That's a lot of weight. I'm really happy. I really am.
She's turned her bad eating around and it's paid off. The next step for Lisa is a new look. Lisa hasn't cut her hair in years, and very long hair can elongate a long face like Lisa's. So we trim about 4 inches off the bottom and add some layers to give it body and bounce. Golden highlights and blonde ends will give it a more modern look. For the eyes, we want to create a sultry look. The key is in the blending, and a brush made of real hair will give the best results. We start with nude eyeshadow, then add colour to build a smoky effect. A good tip for applying mascara is to go to the root of the eyelash, then push right up to the end. Lisa has a small mouth, so we don't use a lip liner, instead a soft gloss to add plumpness.
I don't know what my wedding day is going to feel like, but I'm hoping it'll be something like this. Low stress, a lot of fun, a lot of laughs.
Nearby, Steve waits anxiously to see his bride-to-be.
I haven't seen her dolled up for a little while, yeah. Always knew she could do it, but seeing her get through it, like, I'm blown away.
So it's time for Lisa to step into a new outfit.
I think getting the makeover will help me realise maybe my potential. I'm sort of in that in-between age group, so I'm really excited to learn to dress for that.
Lisa, you look absolutely stunning.
Thank you.
Shall we do it?
Sure, let's do it.
Oh. Come on.
Oh my goodness. I don't want to cry. Look at my hair. Oh my, it's like everything is like perfect. Oh my, look at that waist.
It's small, hey?
Oh, thanks for coming. Look at that. I'm like, my legs are shaking, everything's shaking. Oh my goodness. Wow. I want to look like this every day. I just can't believe the hair.
That long hair, I actually think it was weighing you down in many ways. We've lightened it up and we've got it a little bit shorter and it's bouncier.
The fringe swept to the side softens and balances Lisa's face.
You said to me you wanted to look a little bit more sophisticated, a little bit more your age. This dress, I think, is perfect for you. You know, it's grown up, it's elegant, it's sophisticated, but it's still fun.
It's very sexy.
So if you're a bit self-conscious about your hips, that kind of draping and that line that comes down vertically, that will lengthen things even further.
The off-the-shoulder design draws focus to Lisa's best assets, her toned arms and shoulders.
Now the shoes, I know you love the shoes.
Oh my gosh, I love them. They're just they're just beautiful.
If you're wanting to lengthen your legs, a neutral tone shoe is best because it actually makes it seem like your leg goes forever.
Chunky jewellery works as a contrast to the elegance of the dress. And a tip, it's best not to wear a necklace with an asymmetrical design.
So what do you think Steve is going to say?
I think he's going to think he's punching above his weight. I think he'll be very happy.
He's waiting for you. Why don't you go out and strut your stuff?
Sure.
Off you go.
I'm looking forward to Steve seeing me. I never wear heels. I never wear a pretty dress, especially a pretty grown-up dress. That would be really nice.
A little bit excited waiting to see Lise, you know. It's been a long day waiting.
Do I look all beautiful?
You're sexy. You look great. Brilliant. Yeah. Now I'm definitely punching above my weight.
You can say that.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think so. I'm glad you like it.
You look great.
What do you think?
Wow, she looks amazing. Absolutely brilliant.
Do you think you've eaten yourself sexy?
I've eaten myself sexy like you wouldn't believe.
Steve, what do you think?
She's pretty sexy.
Yeah.
Pretty chuffed.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty happy.
Yeah. The two of you do look really happy. I'm really happy for you. You've got a wonderful wedding coming up. You look after her. Go off and celebrate.
All right, let's go. Bye.
So after 8 weeks on the Eat Yourself Sexy plan, bride-to-be Lisa has lost 8 kilos, reduced her body fat by 4% and lost a total of 30 centimetres from her bust, waist and hips.
I think she's absolutely sensational. She looks great. I think everyone's going to be really impressed. They're going to see Lise, you know, a whole different light and just go, wow.
I'm dying to try on my wedding dress again. I'm very excited about the wedding. I want to dance down the aisle. I really, really do. I want everyone to just look and go, wow, and just be really happy. It fits. I'm very, very relieved.